Hello, I'm Dr Gareth Moore and I'm a puzzle and brain training author, but in this video I won't be writing puzzles. We'll be solving them, won't we, Laura?
We will, hey!
And in particular in this video we're going to be looking at one of the games in this Unlock Game Adventures box set, and this one in the middle here, which is Pandemic, based on the popular board game. There it is there. So let's start by having a look in the box, see what's going on. And right, solutions, we'll get rid of those for now, hopefully we won't need them. Do not open before being prompted. Okay, we'll put that aside. Some instructions. And then inside there are the card decks, which I shall spin around very quickly. This is the tutorial and the one we did in the previous video, which is a game based on Ticket to Ride.
Which was tough. It was fun, but it was tough.
Quite tough, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And
so we're hoping for a smooth ride today.
See what you did there.
Pun.
And one based on Mysterium, which we will skip for now, and then here's the one based on Pandemic. So the game is as before. What's under there?
Ooh.
Are some Pandemic cubes.
Ooh.
These are like the ones on the board game. You put them on the board to represent the spread of infection.
Ooh.
Actual Pandemic has four different colours.
I've never played the board game, so I don't know if that's going to help us or hinder us. You've played. I haven't, so
yes.
We're relying on your expertise here too.
So here are the cards. I think we're going to do what we did last time, is shall we sort them into order so that we don't spend ages on the video faffing around looking for particular numbers. So I should say that each of the cards has got something different on the back. Oh, normally they're numbers. In this case they're not. They are mostly numbers perhaps. But yeah, so the way the Unlock games are designed is that you search for things. When you're playing, you search for a particular number, you think you're looking for a number. But I don't think that works very well on video, because watching me do this with the deck, seeing if there's a number 13 in it, for example, and then discovering there isn't, and then doing it again, looking for number 23 or something, not going to be very exciting to watch. So we're going to sort the pack first. I'm just having a look now so we can see on camera exactly what numbers are in there. So there we go. They're nearly all numbered in the range 1 to 90 or thereabouts. Certainly no more than 2 digits. And then we have, what is that? Delaware? No, Delhi. Delhi to Hong Kong. Lima to Atlanta, Atlanta to London. Somewhere else. Yeah, some other places. So
we'll find out.
Great expertise on international geography there.
Can we read the first card?
Oh yes, let's read the first card, and then we'll sort the deck.
Okay. A global pandemic has broken out. At this point, Graham Cook, patient 0, has infected 6 cities.
Naughty man.
That is so many cities.
It is a lot, isn't it?
For one man. Your team of medical experts must deal with this health emergency. Take the 5 character cards, share them all among the players, and keep them face down.
Right, so that's presumably...
Yeah, the ones with faces on the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, yes, okay.
When it says face down, does it mean...
It means this way. It means the way they come.
That could be misinterpreted, though, because they've all got faces on them. Launch the app, Unlock, select the pandemic scenario, and then press start. You can now flip this card over. Also, flip the character cards over and read them aloud.
Oh, I see. Oh, now I should say that in this game there is an app, and it runs on your phone like this.
Which we have here.
So the first thing we need to do is actually find the game box, which is a Game Adventures box, and in it we're going to play Pandemic. So... Level
3 difficulty.
Oh, 70 minutes. They must think it's too... You only get 60 minutes when Unlock game. Not all of them, but most of them. They obviously think they're going to need more. So what options have we got? We've got Dispatcher, whatever that is.
No.
Machine, that's the usual thing on Unlock games. The rest are all usual things. And the app can, although there may or may not be some in this game, can reveal when there's things hidden on cards. But we'll talk about that as we go. So we press play, and our time will count down. And occasionally we'll be asking ourselves a penalty. Okay,
so we've sorted the deck.
Yep, I've got half.
I've got the other half.
So mine are sorted very sensibly going up in number. And how are yours sorted, Laura?
They're also going just up in number, but sort of down. I won't be taking questions on this. Thank you very much.
So anything over 50 I've got. 50 and above, to be precise.
So that's Gareth's responsibility / fault. So.
There we go. So this bit here, we have a map. It's a map of, it says quarantine map, that's all I know. It does say do not open before prompted, so we'll put that aside for now.
Is a quarantine map part of the board game?
I think it's probably just the board of the game. Yeah, I think so, probably.
So it says you can now flip this card over. Also flip the character cards over and read them aloud.
Do we need to start the app as well?
Oh yeah, we do.
Let's put that on the screen. Play.
There we go.
Or start, it says actually.
Time is ticking.
Right.
Okay, it says Atlanta Emergency Unit. Your team is preparing to leave Atlanta to build the research station.
Okay, and that's a red card which can be combined with a blue card.
To make a purple card. Not really.
Now let's look at the character cards we've got.
Okay.
There's 5 of these. Scientist.
It seems there are 3 variants of the disease. Yellow for the Americas, blue for Europe and Africa, and red for the East. 3 variants, 3 cures to be found. I'm in charge of collecting samples.
Wow. An operations expert. We need to build a contamination-free research station. Let's find the only city that has no direct connection, in capitals, with the 6 infected cities. Okay.
I feel like that's going to be important, that text in capitals.
Yes.
Ooh, quarantine specialist. From the trip he made, we know that Graham Cook, patient 0, has infected 6 cities so far. Unfold the quarantine map. Okay, that was pretty early. Place the disease cubes on the 6 infected cities.
Okay, I can see this is already going to be a logistical nightmare in terms of filming this map. Because the map is large. Okay. Dispatcher. I oversee your travels throughout the world. To get from one city to another, press the world button in the app and select your destination. Okay, let's have a look. If I press the world button...
What happens?
Oh, yes, it asks me where I want to go to. Is that literally every... These are all the places on the standard pandemic map.
Wow, that's a lot of cities.
Yeah, I won't do that right now. But yes, okay. And then the last one.
Says, medic. I'll be there to inoculate when ready.
It's like the Friends theme tune. I'll be there to inoculate when ready.
For modern times. Notify me when you have developed the first one and I'll give you the inoculation protocol.
All right, okay. So let's just review this because there's quite a lot to take in.
Yeah, there is.
We've got a medic who wants to know when you developed the first...
I presume it means
There's
vaccine.
one. Presumably vaccine. It doesn't say.
Inoculation.
We've got a dispatcher who simply can move you around the world. So he's just telling you can use the app. We've got a quarantine specialist who's just telling us so far to unfold the map and put the disease cubes on it. The operations expert who wants us to find the only city that has no direct connection with the 6 infected cities. So perhaps we start looking on the map for that and then put it into the app. And then there's the scientist and she's in charge of collecting samples. So, for example, maybe we combine her with this red card. Your team is preparing to leave Atlanta to build a research station. Are they all blue ones? No, they're not all blue at all.
They're not all blue.
So the operations expert and the scientist are blue, so they can be combined with red cards. These 2 are grey, so can't be combined with anyone. And this guy's red too, so can be combined with the blue one. So you could combine the medic with the operations expert, for example, by taking some of these as though that's over 100, so in fact you can't do that.
And we don't know what the 6 infected cities are yet, do we?
Well, we do, I think, because it will be marked
We're about
on
to
the
find out.
map. Oh, yeah, I presume so.
Let's find out.
So here's the map of the pandemic world.
Okay, so we've got our colour coding there that our medic taught us about.
And that's basically, actually, you can just about see everything there.
You can pretty much, yeah.
Oh, right, so red says at the bottom here on the key, we've got connections between cities and we've got the infected cities. So where are the infected cities?
No, I think we've got to work out what they are because it says what we've got there is what looks like a little red cube. I don't know if you can see that. And I think we're supposed to work out what's infected.
How do we do that?
That's a really good question.
Right.
So on the back of each card, we've got cities.
Yes, that's true.
And in Atlanta... What does it say about Atlanta in that first card?
Oh, yeah, it just says Graham Cook. Oh, well spotted. I was thinking... So this is Graham Cook's flights.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we can put these across the top. So we can track his route around the world.
We can. Gosh, he was busy, wasn't he?
He was very busy. Oh, London. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
And that's just the start card. Did we turn that over? Yes, there's the CDC in Atlanta, I guess. Right.
Okay, so shall we put little
cubey things
on infected cities?
We really need 2 of these top-down cameras, you know. One to film the map and one to film the cards.
Well, we've only got 6 cubes, so it can only go so badly wrong.
That's true. Maybe we don't need the map constantly.
Optimism. Right, so our first one up here, this is our first city, which I think must be...
Khartoum.
Okay, so
great.
should we put a little cube? Okay, then... Delhi?
Yes. Just over here somewhere.
He's taken quite an indirect route, hasn't he? And then Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Which is here. I didn't know it was there. And then Lima, did we say? All the way over here.
Yes.
And then Atlanta and London.
And Lima appears to be in the middle of the ocean, which isn't...
It does a little bit.
It's not in reality, obviously.
And London.
Right, so there we go, which also appears to be in Cardiff, possibly in...
Possibly Cornwall
Dublin, maybe. Yeah, somewhere. Somewhere not really where it is, but anyway. Right, so we've done that.
Okay.
And now, I think the question is, so let's turn these back over. I presume the first question that we really need to pay attention to is which city is the only one with no direct connection to the 6 infected cities? St. Petersburg? Is it? Well, or, yeah, St. Petersburg, I think.
Yeah. Gosh, you spotted that very quickly.
I just happened to be at the top of the map and I looked there first. So let's put up the app.
What about Bogota?
Oh, that's a good question. I can't really see your finger.
Does a right angle mean it's directly connected? Yeah, it must
I think
do.
right,
okay.
yeah, I think it does.
Okay.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Intriguing.
Well, we'll soon find out.
We will.
Let's open Summon the Dispatcher. And where did we just say to go to? St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg.
All right.
What does it mean?
And I press confirm.
Ooh.
You take a seat on board your first flight to St. Petersburg. After a few hours, you arrive at the construction site of the research station. Take card 33.
Take card 33. Well, don't mind if
go.
I do. That's in my stack. So here we go. Ooh, okay, let's put it. Where can we put it?
Just have to put it on top of the cubes, I think.
There we go. Okay, St. Petersburg Research Station Work Site. Ooh.
Oh, something's happened here.
Ooh.
Pandemic. Freely select a city infected in each colour.
Ooh. So one from each of the 3 sections.
Oh, right, yes. Okay. So
When it says freely, is that a trick or can we just...
I don't know if that, yeah. So presumably we'll pick, should we pick Atlanta over here, because that's yellow. And then we want a blue one here. We may as well pick London, right?
Sure.
And then in terms of the red section, we've got just at the top of the picture here, we've got Delhi, which is in the red area. Let's go with that. Our teams managed to slow down the spread. You gain time.
Interesting.
Does that mean you remove them or what? Or was that...
We've just gained some time on the timer, I think.
Oh, okay.
Most intriguing.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether we're supposed to remove the cubes. It didn't say to remove the cubes, so we won't remove the cubes. Okay. Research Station Work Site, and that's a red card.
That is a red card. So
now when it says Work Site, and we've just found that card following his instruction, so I feel we should combine these two, right?
Yeah.
74?
74, I think that's the right thing to do.
See if we have a 74.
And for anyone who hasn't
do
seen a
have
video
74.
before, Gareth is the mental maths expert on
I'm
these.
really not.
I am not, so...
Oh, look, that's correct.
Hooray!
That's the case. We've now discovered the research station.
Nice.
The operations expert is finishing the construction of the research station.
So it says we can get rid of card 33 there, which is the one that we just found,
Okay.
after all our hard work.
Yeah.
And we can take cards 10, 12, 59 and 88.
59.
Ooh.
Ooh, what does that say on the side? SK2941, I think.
Will it be important?
It's a giant photocopier. A mass spectrometer, that's what I said, isn't it?
Same.
This device analyses the elements of a chemical compound. Yes, that is indeed what a mass spectrometer is. That's a blue card,
Every day is a school day.
so we can combine that with something. And then what else have we got? We have a microscope, which looks enormous and also a little bit like a robot from Star Wars.
And that's a machine card.
And that's a machine, yes, which means if I type in if I press the machine button on the app and type in the number here, 88, we can access the microscope.
How exciting. Is that linked to
I can turn it on and off, maybe?
the camera?
Oh, yeah, it's linked to the camera.
Is.
There we go. Oh, what's this? Can I zoom in on stuff?
Can we?
Let's have a look.
How much? Ooh.
I'm turning the thing at the top in case it isn't clear. Is it actually zooming in?
Interesting.
No.
Possibly not.
Maybe it will zoom in on the correct thing. All right. So
Maybe
there's
on
an
cards
app.
and things. So when we played Ticket to Ride, we did have a camera function
We
on
did.
that, and we realised that the more pictures you take, possibly, the better you'll do.
Yeah, that's
so
right. Yeah, that's
we
true.
could remember that as a tip for this
Yes.
one. Okay, so we've got more cards to go. So we have what looks like a periodic table there.
Just the standard periodic table, I think.
Oh, and it's all quite small, so I wonder if we'll be zooming in on that at some point. Possibly, possibly not. And then we have this card, which
Yes,
is a
that
red
makes sense,
card.
actually.
Research Scientist Manager. It says, notify me when you have identified the classification of the yellow virus. I will then develop the cure. Well, they sound like they know what they're doing. And it says we can take card 1.
I was like, how do you work that out? It says it there.
It says it there. It does say it there. Okay, and card 1 has, ooh, okay, little puzzle. Virus classification. What does it say? The virus classification XY is determined by the colour X and the shape Y of the spikes.
Spike. And then we add on XY, and the spike colour is... my goodness, this feels complex. Spike colour X is 0, 1 or 2. Okay, so we pick the... There's obviously the blue, yellow and red on the map, so that's what that corresponds to. So in other words, I think we can add this to the other one, but first of all we need to work out what colour it is and whether it's which one of these 5 shapes it is. So presuming to do that, we use the microscope to zoom in on something, right?
Is it one of these?
Ah, yes, maybe we do. Let's try that. Well, we've got to start somewhere, haven't we?
Let's try that.
Let's try selecting the... Wait, what number was the machine?
It was, I want to say 88.
Yeah, it's 88, well remembered. Let's see if we can zoom in on... Oh, hello, not him.
Zoom in on a yellow...
Well, these are just... I would say these are just on the map, but I mean, obviously we don't have an actual virus here, so... let's try getting that in focus and try zooming in on the blue. No. It's not actually changing the picture, so maybe I'm meant to be zooming in on something else. No.
Are we supposed to just be doing this by eye based on what these... Because these viruses look different.
Oh, right.
And then we've got different
Yeah, maybe.
outer spikes here. But how are we supposed to determine which one is exactly which? Because this one for number 1...
Yeah, they don't look similar, do they?
They don't look exactly similar, no. Although it looks more like spike number 1 that we've got here.
Contestant number 1.
Spike 1,
come on down.
Okay.
Okay, we've got the mass spectrometer and we've got the microscope. These must be, and we've got the periodic table. He wants to know when we've done something, and then we've got the tin telling us how to combine everything. Maybe we need more information first. Maybe we need to have a sample of the virus before we can analyse. That would make some sense. So your team is preparing to leave Atlanta to build a research station.
So that was our first card, wasn't it? So that was a bit of scene setting.
Yeah, and we have built the research station. It is a red card, and we haven't combined anything with it, have we? Or did we? Maybe we did.
No, I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we did either.
Is there anyone in our team of people who might be able to help us identify
that's a good idea.
spike?
So operations expert, we kind of used that.
We have used him.
Quarantine expert. She told us to clear the map. We've done that. He just tells you how to travel. Fine. So we've got these two left. And this is this is a medic. Notify me when you develop the first vaccine. I think it means the scientist. It seems there are 3 variants. I'm in charge of collecting samples. Oh, we need her. What's that arrow mean? Oh, they all have arrows at the bottom though. All of them.
Oh, do they? Okay, interesting.
So I think we need to combine her
with
possibly. Well, let's try Atlanta 54.
Let's try Atlanta 54. That's in your pile.
Oh, there's a 54. Oh yes, a sample
wow.
1. Yellow variant from Atlanta. Okay, fine.
So we can leave.
Let's move these out of the way.
So that is the yellow one. That's what we want, isn't it?
Yeah. So I reckon let's try zooming in on that.
Shall we try zooming in on that? See if we can get a spike.
Oh, look at that! It's happening. Let's make that a bit bigger. So let's zoom in now.
Oh wow!
Does it look like one of the things?
It looks a lot like this little.
Number 4.
Triangular sort of wedge
So
shape.
it's yellow 4s. There's 1 4. So
1 4.
So we've got plus 4. No, it's not the card. It's a plus 14,
plus
right?
14 to. Yeah. Do we add that to plus 12?
Notify me when you've dented. Yes, we must do. So
yeah.
26.
26.
There we go.
Hooray! Oh no, not hooray at all.
Discard cards 1 and 12.
1 and 12. That was this one.
Right.
But our research scientist manager says, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. I must be coming down with something.
Oh, wow, okay. Take card 20.
Not so good.
No, not so good.
Ooh. The cure for the yellow variant. Inoculation can begin. Hooray. So shall we give that to our medic who said he can inoculate once he gets vaccines?
Yes, I'm just wondering if we should scan that QR code too. It's not an actual... I'm just scanning it with the camera app on my phone. Doesn't seem to be an actual QR code that's functional, so that's that tested.
Can we try giving it to the medic?
Yeah, let's give it to the medic.
See what happens. So our medic is here. That is number.
Also, look, you haven't done the
67.
discard 54. We're going to get overwhelmed with cards otherwise.
Oh, I'm just getting too excited. Okay.
So you can add that up.
That is 87. Right?
Right.
Ooh.
Inoculation protocol. Inoculate here, it says. There we go.
So, that
doesn't say
looks like
discard
in
anything.
between 2 cities. In between 2 infected cities. So, for example,
yes, that's exactly
Washington
what it means.
or Mexico City. So do we pick them from our list of cities?
Yes, I think we do.
This is good. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I feel like we're doing quite well.
Don't say that.
Famous last ones.
Let's try Mexico City. Mexico City, confirm.
There it is.
Which cure do you want to inoculate? Ah, this is what the barcode scanner's for.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wait, no. That's... What colour was that? It's yellow.
That's yellow.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, it's like I had a little panic then.
Definitely don't do that.
Inoculate. The yellow cure was inoculated. Immune data analysis in progress. You can continue.
We can continue. Hooray. Are we continuing with... We can't really continue with... What about Washington?
Yes, you can continue.
Oh, we can continue. Does it mean we can keep going?
Oh.
Inoculating other cities?
Oh, yeah. Well...
Anywhere that's a direct link. So it's really just...
Oh,
no, hang on.
That probably is what it means.
Do they have to be of the same colour?
Well, we only... Yes, because we only have a cure for the yellow.
Okay.
Yellow one. Don't we?
So this would be like a sort of green inoculation. I mean, obviously that's not going to happen, but...
Are there any others directly between Atlanta and Lima? Because those are the only 2 red cubes in the yellow cities, aren't they?
Yeah. I think that's it from looking at it.
Is there anyone with a direct connection?
Yeah.
But when it said you can continue, is that what it said?
I think we continue on our journey of saving the world one vaccine at a time.
Inoculate here. Inoculation protocol. That does seem pretty clear that it wants you to do somewhere between... It matches the design between 2 cities, doesn't it?
But maybe we'll have to do that again in the future when we've got other vaccines sorted.
Okay, let's move that out of the way as well.
So then...
And this guy's feeling sick. We can combine him. Oh, we can inoculate him, perhaps. Should we see if it makes him better?
I fear it might be too late for him now, but should we find out?
Yeah, technically it is too late. 46.
46. Oh, dear.
The yellow cure is not working. He must have been infected with another variant. Why do we have to get a penalty for that?
I don't know.
That seems radically unfair.
It wasn't my idea.
You lose 1 minute.
Well.
I doubt 1 minute will make a huge difference in the summit saving the world, but...
Well, you don't know.
At least we tried it.
Well, okay. Okay, so...
We still have a periodic table, a mass spectrometer, a microscope. I feel we do need to inoculate some other places, don't you?
But can we?
Well, I'm not clear entirely. So the scientist, I'm in charge of collecting samples, 3 variants, 3 cures. So we can combine her... Oh, wait, he's got a different one. So we can combine her with him. We should collect another sample.
Okay.
Yeah, 58.
Let's try that. That's in your stack.
So in which case, taking the penalty is actually helpful. Yes, sample 2.
Oh, well done.
Blue variant, St. Petersburg.
Oh, that's where we are.
Right, let's get the old zoomy on that.
Yeah, is that the technical term
That
for
is
it?
That is actually the technical term.
Great.
Did you not know that? All right, that sounded like a steam train.
It did a bit. Very ticket to ride.
I don't think it's identified that I'm looking at a sample yet. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Ooh.
Unknown.
Oh. So then,
Right.
did we lose our
No, it's somewhere here.
picture with? Are
Oh,
you
did
sure?
we? No, maybe I'm not sure. These are the cards we were told to discard. It did say discard 1, didn't it?
Did it? Where did it say that?
Here, on Research Scientist Manager, it said discard 1.
I shouldn't have doubted you.
But I feel that we need that again, don't you? Does it match that? No,
it doesn't really match it.
It doesn't match it, no.
I've got new spikes.
Oh, dear me.
Most intriguing.
All right.
Okay.
So where did we get... We need another set of, like, researchy things. Maybe we put this into the mass spectrometer. Oh, no. Well, we can't do that because it's not a blue or red card, so it can't be... Where's this? It's on card 2, right? It can't be combined with...
Anything else?
It can't be combined... Well, according to the rules, it can't be combined with anything. We have the periodic table of elements. How is that useful for us at the moment? I don't know. Right, we have this picture of this spike, which we've got nothing to do with yet, right?
That's right. Our first
Start point,
yeah. What if we have a look at Algiers? Because that's in between 2 blue infected cities.
Okay.
It might give us a hint. It might not.
Algiers.
What's it going to say to us?
Which cure do you want to inoculate?
Okay, so we need to find it first.
Yeah, because if we scan the existing one, it isn't going to work. Should we try it anyway? I mean, it's not going to work, right?
It's not going to work and we're going to get told off.
Did that actually scan? Inoculate? Yeah. Well, there we go. At least now we know.
I feel like we could have made that call ourselves.
Well, it's good to know.
So we want to find... we don't have to do the spike adding on thing because they've told us to get rid of that card, haven't they? So that might not be relevant anymore.
That's true. It may not be the same mechanism. Yes. So let's scan the thing again with a microscope.
Just see if we can.
It says unknown. Maybe I can tell the app somehow that it's known. So it's saying that the spike type is unknown. Clearly, there's not a hidden number there, is there? 60. I was zoomed in too fast. Okay.
Wow.
Card 60.
Card 60. That's in your deck. We got there.
We did.
Expect the unexpected.
60. Okay.
There we go. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, tracking down patient 0, it says. Bad news, the virus has mutated and has spikes never recorded before.
Ooh.
If we don't find patient 0, we'll never be able to design a cure for this variant. Let's move.
Let's move indeed.
So what was his final city that he ended up in? Because we had a track of his tickets, didn't we? They were on the back of the faces. And I want to say London is where he finished up.
Yes, we want the one that doesn't move from. So there's no from London on those cards, and then we've got these two here. No, obviously
scientist
not.
here.
Yeah.
That was.
There were 5, right? Five.
That's right.
5 people in the team.
I think he's in London.
So London doesn't leave London. Yeah, I agree. So let's go to London.
Let's go to London. There we go.
Yes. Yes, because there's no other number. That's not a number there, is it? That's just a zoom in on 60.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Dispatch to London.
There we go. I wonder if he lives in apartment 17. Who knows? Right.
You go to London and head for Graham Cook's apartment. Take card 17.
Apartment. I wonder if he's there. Ooh, loads of cards to take here.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay, so there doesn't seem to be much to take from the picture other than cards. So we've got 19, 95, 52 and 75.
Oh, something else is happening.
And a noise. Oh.
You must again contain the disease in the same 3 cities as previously in the same order. Do you remember what we chose? No. Well, I think we started with yellow and chose Atlanta. And then I'm pretty sure we chose London.
We chose London, didn't we?
And then we chose Delhi. We chose Delhi then. Our teams managed to slow down the spread. You gain time.
Wow. Okay. And you're taking 50, 75 and 95.
I'm glad you said that because I was only going to take 50 and 95.
Oh, there we go.
And then we'd have been stuck. And
we'd have been stuck.
Yeah.
We would have played ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to turn yours over first?
Okay,
Find out what's on them?
95. Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
this looks like a zoomie.
Exciting.
August the 20th. Dear G Cook, I know you just got back from your trip, but I'm afraid you might have to leave right away. As a matter of fact, we have made a remarkable breakthrough in our search for the Ark of the Covenant. That's why I was travelling around the world. Air travel being quite risky because of the pandemic, I had a boat chartered for you at the Port of London. We only have a limited amount of time, so please leave as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Cook has already left for another expedition. We'll have to track him down. Okay, that's 95.
Most intriguing.
And then 75 is... Oh, hello. A picture was hidden under the statue. And there's some numbers at the back. 8, 9, 10, 16, 15, 14.
Looks like an excavation of some kind,
Are we
doesn't it?
supposed to combine numbers and take a card, perhaps? Or are the colours refer to the virus colours, yellow and blue?
Possibly. Although it looks more like purple to me.
Maybe, yeah. It's not the same shade of blue, is it, perhaps?
Interesting. Okay.
A picture was hidden under the statue. Where is the statue?
I think the statue is in here in his room, which looks very Grail-like. And also looks very much like this statue here. Okay, what's under card 50?
Oh, here we go. A very bit daring do. A picture of patient 0, Graham Cook. Hi, Graham.
Yeah, hi, Graham. He looks very intrepid, doesn't he?
He does. Good
Obviously,
beard.
he's landed everyone in the spot of bother now, but he looks like he's having a great time on his trip.
And we can combine this one. This is a blue card, so that can be given to someone, this
Okay.
picture. Maybe to identify him.
Okay, I've got some cards. Ooh, a locked safe. Is that... Ooh, yes, you can sort of just identify that on here, but that is a locked safe, which I think
is a
you can
machine.
probably open.
Maybe. I mean, maybe we haven't got the ability. Machine 2. Wait, what number is it? Yeah, just 2.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got to find the combination to unlock.
And I can turn these... Yeah, I can turn the wheels and put in a number. That one doesn't do anything. And nor does that. It does at the bottom. I've got a yellow and a purple number.
Ah,
And it's for the grid, isn't it?
Yep.
So we need to
So
work
maybe
something
10
out.
and 16, because that gives us the location of our
of our Grail, do you think? Let's give it a go.
Let's try it. I've also got one card left to turn over.
Oh god, this is fiddly. Hello and welcome to Turning Dials That Are Fiddly with me.
Okay, we've got
Dr. Gareth and Laura. 16, yeah?
And 16, yeah.
It's basically you just spin it randomly and hope it lands on the right number. Ah, that worked!
Amazing!
It's amazing.
Yeah, smashing this.
You have the correct code and don't tempt fate. And open the safe carefully. Take card 69.
All
Always a
right.
good number.
I'm also going to turn over card 19 because we had that before and it says Cook's Notes. And that looks like some kind of... What's the word for...
Code? Hieroglyphs?
Yes,
stamps,
thank you, hieroglyphs.
Seals,
there
symbols,
we go.
Glyphs,
Yeah,
characters,
glyphs.
pictures, icons. Any of those
Logograms,
goods? Yeah.
pictograms, yeah. Good words. Okay.
So I assume each symbol is one of the three words, maybe in that order. So presumably that symbol is huge, that symbol is sky, and that is black. Boar eating fruit, drinking water river, jaguar walking jungle, smelling hearing voice, climbing tree river, silence, silence, silence. And those three symbols are the same, aren't they?
At the bottom it says, after deciphering the end of the story, I was finally able to open the Maya disc.
Oh, right. And
Okay.
what have we got here? And this is the safe that's now open. There's the disc.
There's the disc.
13 and 80.
And 80. There we go, we get one card each. How exciting. Oh, and it also said we can get rid of some cards there.
you're
It said
right.
we can get rid of...
2 and 75.
2
Well,
and
75 is the excavation scene.
Yeah.
And what was 2? No, it's this
2
it's
is
the machine that's the safe.
evidence of the safe. Okay.
Yes, so 13 and 80.
13 and 80. All right, so here is card 13. Oh, here it is. Let's have a look at that text. A Maya disc. Careful now. Maybe this is the object that infected Cook.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Intriguing.
Yeah, so that's a machine as well. It's
That is a machine.
put it under your picture of yourself. It's good to see it was a machine. It's got all the symbols on from the
It does
decoding
have the
wheel.
symbols.
Okay. And then we have, what's this? Number 80. You find a strip of paper in the safe and it's got a bunch of what appear to be map references or movements on a map. And there are grid squares on here. And it does appear to be, it's a much finer grid than the map. Does it line up with the, I think you can't see, but at the bottom corner of the map, it does have, the map we're looking at here, you can't see because it's off the corner of the screen. I'm not going to move it because it would cause logistical disaster. But the map does angle like this in the corner. So it is referring to the map we've got in front of us.
And that looks like the very bottom of South America, just by that boat.
Ah,
which
yes.
you also
Maybe
possibly
we can
can't see
slide
on the
it
map.
up.
There we
but
go.
they're here, yeah. So I think it is involving moving.
But I don't know what that
well,
means.
he's getting his boat from the port of London. So perhaps it's moving from London on this actual map here. Maybe we're following these coordinates. Should we have a look at the Maya disc first, then come back to this?
Definitely let's have a look because we might uncover more
let's zoom out
clues
as well.
on there. Okay, so I'm just going
Right.
to put Cook's apartment up here. As a reference point, we've got our disc just
Move it
here.
away.
And, okay.
Right,
So
let's do the machine.
let's open the machine.
What number do we need?
13. 1, 3.
Okay, so there's our Maya disc.
Okay.
We have good luck solving it.
Terrible.
I thought it was good.
Okay.
Right, I might have made a mistake making that joke. Hilarious. So, does it turn? Yes, I can turn the middle wheel. Can I turn the outer wheel? No. Can I turn anything else? Can I tip my phone and do anything? No. As far as I can see, I can turn the wheel. And then, presumably there's some way of selecting. Do I push it in the centre? Yes. I can select a block, push it in. Can I select multiple blocks? Yes. If I do 3 and they're wrong, I'll lose a minute. There we go. Nice to confirm that.
Always good to be proved right, I
It is.
suppose. Right, so we need to work out which 3, and I don't know if you can see that on there, but we've got our decoding notes here. So we're presumably looking for the last 3.
Symbols. And then we're going to put them into the wheel. Well, should we try putting in one of the lines that's on here, like huge sky black, and
Let's
see what
start
happens?
with the first one.
Huge. Can you see the symbol for sky on here?
Yeah,
It's over here on the right,
it
isn't
is.
it?
I was going to say, there's no helpful... If I point at the
Is
screen, that's not that helpful.
Well, it is, because I can then view it. It's the one on the right, right?
Yeah. And then
And then
there's
black
one,
is like a sticky out tongue.
which I would say is here. Excuse my
Yeah, no.
reaching.
There, right?
Okay, so let's...
So the sky is not huge and black.
It's not right now.
Let's try the map thing then. What do you reckon? Let's try the map thing.
When you say try the map thing.
Well, let's see. Let's try moving from London. So in the corner here, I want to show that this symbol here, I've just made everything move.
Oh,
but I want to show that that matches this. So I think this is identifying this as the map.
What I was going to say about this one, briefly, was that we've got some repeated words there. I'm still going with this.
Oh.
Because we've got the river comes up a few times, or twice. Maybe it's not relevant. Walking.
The river coming up twice confirms that the symbols are in the same... At least confirms the last symbol is the last word.
Do you think that's all that's for? I just wonder if there's any other words that repeat within there that we're supposed to...
Are there any other words that repeat?
Just looking.
Yes, the question is... Yeah, maybe. The end of the story. It's not much of a story. But I have just noticed on Hong Kong here, and I don't know if you can see this, but I can't really easily show it on camera, but it says plus 18 or something, I think, or plus 13. It's very hard to see. If I zoom in on my phone, and then, where is Hong Kong? Here. Can you see that? No, really not very well.
It is really difficult to spot.
It says plus 18, I think. I think that's a plus 18. Well, maybe that's for later.
Maybe that is for later, but really good spot.
Sorry, I just saw it.
Yeah.
Is there any other? It's what colour is it? It's blue on red. So if we had Hong Kong as a value, we could join them together. I don't think there's any other right on any of the other locations.
How are we going to crack this code?
Well, I think that maybe we don't have everything we need. Let's try the map.
Okay.
So we know he's at the Port of London because it told us, right? So what happens if we follow these locations, these instructions from London? So London is here.
Yeah.
So 4 west. Do you want to read them out? I'll do the direct counting.
So 4 west.
1, 2, 3, 4.
16 south.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
20 east.
Wow.
Actually, I can read off the screen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
3 north.
1, 2, 3.
8 east.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3 north.
Am I on the screen still? I'm not.
Just off the side, but I think I know
Tell me if I go off again.
3
1,
north.
2, 3.
1 west.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Let's go back into this.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'll get rid of that for a
So
moment.
we're in Hong Kong. I keep forgetting that we can click on names of cities.
Yeah, we can go to Hong Kong.
Let's do that.
Or at least we can tell it. Without further ado, you go after Graham Cook, patient 0, embarking on the first flight for Hong Kong. Take card 16.
Take card 16.
Yeah.
What will it reveal? Let's
We'll soon
find
find
out.
we've used this, clearly.
We've used that. Okay. Here we are. So we can get rid of cards 80 and 95. So we've done that, and it says you go to Hong Kong HQ. You must start tracking down patient 0 in the city.
Right, so now I reckon maybe is where we add 18 because it's in blue.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it? So we've got 16.
34.
We also have, I'm just going to say, we've also got a blue photo of the person. Well, it's not a photo, I suppose.
No,
it says a picture.
Yeah. No, you're right. What I said didn't make much sense. I was just thinking.
It does make sense.
66. Though. No, you're right. We've got to track him down. We just need a picture of him in Hong Kong.
I mean, we've taken what appears to be an oil painting of him with us around the world, but that's by the by.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
There we go. And discard the beautiful picture of Graham Cook.
Now we know what he looks like. Marvellous.
What
We've got
on
some
earth
quite
does that
small speech bubbles here. Oh, and they all say, have you seen this man?
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 It's turning into a musical.
I see it.
The search is launched across the city. You decide to fly over Hong Kong in a helicopter.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's nice.
That's a red card as well. Well, that's
but
what I
we
meant.
have a blue number
For
on Hong Kong.
For the whole of Hong Kong.
So shall we add 18
now that makes more sense, doesn't it?
to that number?
Yeah, that makes, considering 84, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Right, let's zoom
think
back
so,
out again.
personally.
84.
Do we have an 84?
We do.
It's a good sign.
It's a good start.
It's a good sign.
Yes.
Well done.
The soldiers have just located Cook's hotel room in Hong Kong. A crumpled piece of paper is the only trace of patient 0. Right, it doesn't say to get rid of... Oh, it does. It says to get rid of 66. Right.
Okay.
And then there's what looks like... Is this a trace of locations on the board?
Yeah, possibly. Is there anything that looks like...
I don't know. We could
For
try...
example, we've got a bit of a square scenario here and a bit of a square scenario here.
Yeah, 3... I see what you're referring to. You're saying that these 3 in a row here, but they are equally spaced and they're not equally spaced there.
Yeah, that's true. Map possibly not to scale. It was the
There's
square.
3 here as well. Maybe it's this way. Maybe it's these 1. No, they're not joined. So it can't be that. And there's no city there. There's a good chance this is helping us trace him, and we have to go to the city he's gone to next. If this is the only trace of him.
Yeah.
I did air quotes, but you can't see. There we go, air quotes.
So if we imagined that one of these is Hong Kong, one of these dots is Hong Kong.
Oh, that's sensible, isn't it?
Is that one of the end points or start points for him? Is there any way we can rotate it where it looks like Hong Kong could be one of those?
Yeah, and remember, because I haven't
options?
specifically mentioned it, this has fallen off. Where was this? Was it on Lima? Yes.
Yes.
I haven't specifically mentioned it, but you can connect, you can't quite see it on the side of the screen here, but you can connect across the map from San Francisco. This goes to San Francisco. It's just literally right at the edge of the screen.
Shall we do that?
Yes. But
what if we...
where's Hong Kong? That very long distance, is that across the screen?
It looks...
Across the map. Across the side of the map. Or across the bottom here, because you can go from, it says here, to Lima as well.
To Lima and...
Let me just move this camera.
Yeah.
So here you can go from Lima across to here. So does that long map, does that line up with... There's a very short distance that goes up at an angle and a very long distance that seems to arc in the middle without a place in the middle.
Hang on. What if we do it that way?
Yeah.
And we go... Can we go down? Oh no, we can't go anywhere further than there.
And if it was going down this way, you can go to Jakarta. Yes,
Ooh,
here, down to here, across here to Lima.
Okay, so then we end up here in Lima.
And then we go down to Santiago, across to Buenos Aires, up to Bogota, and we finish in Miami.
Miami!
The city where the party's getting started.
Lovely.
Like
Okay, we're in Miami.
Right, okay. We worked it out. It just took us a long time,
It did. Map rotation.
Miami. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. One of the easier
I
puzzles.
think that's actually what I meant when I turned the card round. I just forgot that you could go off the edge.
Yeah.
Had myself going off this way. Yes.
You go to Miami in an attempt to catch up with Graham the cook. I mean, he's probably not actually a cook. He's an adventurer.
Seems more of an explorer.
Take card 15, yes.
Okay,
Culinary
card
explorer.
15. Ooh. Had it upside down. What do we have here?
Card 84.
Where was that? Oh, we were in Khartoum there, weren't we? Right. Cook was seen at a private airport in Miami. He rented a private jet that would allow him to travel a certain distance. Hint, the airports of the infected cities are closed.
Well, that's nice and precise. A certain distance, Laura.
A certain distance.
Yeah.
What?
What is a certain distance?
Interesting.
Are we counting the number of dots in the picture? Probably
He's
not.
in Miami, which is here.
Yes. And he can travel a certain distance. There's nothing on the back of the card that gives us a hint, is there? It's just a generic card, I think, for the game. Hint, the airports of the infected cities are closed. So where do we think he would fly to from Miami? Have we got any clue about that?
Where could he fly to from Miami? He could go to...
We haven't used this yet, but we haven't found any symbols. I feel that we can't use that yet, maybe?
So directly from Miami, you can get to Washington?
Yeah, but he's flying.
Yeah.
When you fly, you can go anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
But, I mean, maybe he's only flying to... It is true, maybe he's only flying to one airport. Maybe he's only flying one distance on the map. You'd think he'd fly a short distance, wouldn't you? So actually what you say makes sense.
Thanks.
The airports
I
and
was
infected
thinking...
cities are closed. Well, which one did we disinfect? The only city we've inoculated is Mexico City, right? That's the only city we've actually consciously inoculated. So
yeah. But I'm
Mexico
assuming it
City.
means that Atlanta... We can't get to Atlanta and Lima because that's a short way away. So I'm presuming it's trying to tell us not to go to Atlanta. So it might be trying to tell us to go to somewhere like Mexico City, which is inoculated.
Let's try Mexico City.
I was going to say, before you do this, in case we get it wrong,
Go on then.
that we've got a certain number of rings here. I wonder if it's trying to show us. Is that anything to do with the number of squares that we've got here?
I don't think it's accurately
Maybe
enough
not.
drawn. Let's try Mexico City.
Okay.
I told you it was Mexico City.
Right. And then what about Washington?
Why Washington?
It's up here. It's not that far
Because
away
it's
from Miami.
connected. Well, that's not very good logic, though, is it? Because so is Bogota and Sao Paulo. Well, he's travelled through Bogota already. So Sao Paulo and Washington. Okay, we'll try Washington. Confirm. Okay, and then it's very much a guess to try Sao Paulo.
Yeah. I guess we've got to find out what a certain distance is.
You're right. Maybe, I mean, he's flown across here, right? What do the circles correspond with? Do they correspond with anything in particular? I mean, he's crossed one... This isn't necessarily where he's landing. This isn't necessarily where he took off. So I don't think we can safely conclude much from that. What do we do next then? I think 15 is the distance. But what would 15 be? 15 squares on the map? It can't be 15 cities. It can go literally anywhere on the map in 15 cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 15, a ring of 15 takes you to like this way. Khartoum. But then these cities are still infected, aren't they? Should we take a hint for this card? Let's take a hint on this card. Yeah, there's no point sitting here forever. Hint. As fun as it might be to watch us just chit-chatting. You already know the distance of Cook's jet flight.
No, we don't.
That's interesting. How do we know the distance? Why would we know the distance of his jet flight? So that's what we... So that's
hint, why we wanted the hint.
So the hint is helpful in the sense that it tells us we should already know the distance. And we obviously, if we knew the distance, we would know where to go. So how do we know the distance of his flight? It must be 15 then, right? Because there's 15 in the corner.
15 what?
It must be 15 squares. It must be.
So sort of a 5 by 3.
1, 2. But 15 squares, can that take you anywhere? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, for example. And it's a circle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What does it mean, hint the cities are closed? I mean, a 15 circle thing would allow you to go to Algiers.
But can you do it in 15 squares?
It's about 15 squares distance, so we could try Algiers.
When you say it's about 15 squares distance?
I mean, it's exactly 15 map squares, I think. I should really put that on the screen. Okay, all that happened was I typed in Algiers. It didn't help because it thinks it's not inoculated, so I can't go there. Which city do you want to inoculate?
We don't have a blue vaccine.
Cure, rather. We don't have a barcode for it, do we?
No.
Solution. Would you like the solution? Yes. Okay. So it says superimpose the flight distance 15 onto the quarantine. It's saying put the card on the map and see where it goes, but that requires quite a lot of assumptions because this is not meant. It's meant to be the entire route, is it?
I suppose it's just that.
Well,
we're actually supposed to put this as the flight. I feel like visually that could have been clued a lot better to be an airport.
Yeah, I didn't realise that at all.
Because also that makes this look like the centre of where you're supposed to be, as though this is passing over something.
Well,
I would describe that as.
I also think that
confusing.
it doesn't show it landed. It should show. I understand why it's at the edge of the card, so you can line it up better. But if that was just inset slightly, and there were no dots after it, or anyway, whatever.
Okay.
The two airports, Istanbul and Khartoum.
Khartoum is closed because it's got a.
We nearly typed Istanbul. Whatever.
Okay.
Let's go to Istanbul. I feel that was one of the easier puzzles in the game, frankly.
I think it probably was, but I don't think visually there was enough clue there.
Confirm. The track for patient 0 continues heading to Istanbul. Take card 5.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, something's going on. You must contain the disease in the other 3 cities according to the following order. Blue, yellow, then red. Is that the 3 cities we haven't been to?
Yeah.
So blue is the central section here.
So blue was Khartoum.
Yeah, we have used London, but not Khartoum, right?
Yeah.
So let's select Khartoum.
And then yellow, we started in Atlanta, so should we go with Lima?
Lima, yeah.
Did we use Lima last time?
No, we've done the same each time.
Okay.
And then we did Delhi, and we haven't done Hong Kong, so that's red, right?
Yeah.
Our team managed to slow down the spread, you gain time.
I don't know how much time we actually gain each time.
No, it doesn't tell you, does it?
It doesn't tell you.
It should say you gain 3 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we were turning over card 5.
Yes.
The elusive explorer has slipped through your fingers again. Oh no.
Rats.
You asked the control towers to report on the last radar echoes they received from the aircraft. 3 connections from Atlanta, 3 connections from Khartoum, 3 connections from Delhi, it says.
So Delhi is here, Khartoum is here, Atlanta is here. What does it mean there are 3 connections from each of them?
I've got absolutely no idea what this means.
It could mean it's 3 steps from each of them. Are we looking for a city that is 3 steps from all of those? I think we might be. So, for example, St. Petersburg is 2 from here, but 3 from here. Is there a city that is 3 steps? And you remember, you can go around the edge of the map. Is there a city that is 3 steps from all of these? There probably is. The 1, 2, 3. What about Essen? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's Essen, right? In Germany, I think, no? Is Essen in Germany? No, that's not Germany on the map.
That looks very much like Norway on there.
Yeah, Norway, I said. 1, 2, 3 is Norway, I was right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, it must be Essen. Agreed? Let's have a look at that on the screen. So here we go. Let's select Essen. Confirm. Hoping to get hold of Graham Cook, you fly over to Essen.
Ooh.
Take card 6.
Take card 6.
Yes.
Ooh.
It says discard 5, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, and that's a red card, which is exciting.
Wow, look at that.
That's quite hard to see, isn't it? Okay. In a strange twist of fate, this last stop-off is also the route to follow. I'm nearing my goal, G. Cook. You find a message in the guest book of the hotel he last stayed in. So Cook is no longer in a city and must be somewhere nearby. You leave the plane behind and hit the road.
I have to say, it's a shame he doesn't have like a phone with him or something.
Something like GPS tracking would be really helpful right now.
Just a phone, so you could phone him and say, hey, mate, stop travelling around the world, you're causing infection.
Is he being deliberately elusive, do we think?
I don't know.
Who knows? Because someone sent him a note that said you have to leave quite soon.
Oh, right.
So, interesting. Okay, Essen. In a strange twist of fate, this last stop-off is also the route to follow.
I'm nearing my goal. Yes, it's east, south, south, east, north.
Oh, well done.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So should we just do one... If we started from Essen...
So if we go east, south, south, east, north, that's obviously not right, is it? So maybe it's like east, south, south...
But, if you look very closely there and we could zoom back in, it says plus 39, just there.
So it takes us to that square, plus 39.
You're welcome. Shall we add that on to 6?
I could have stared at that for hours and not noticed that.
What should that give us?
45.
45, great. Ooh. This is so nice. You
6.
finally found Graham Cook. Oh,
Hi,
dear.
Graham.
Feverish and delusional. He looks quite sort of cheerful, I would say, in that picture, but maybe he's delusional, so there we go. Okay, so we've got 45.
Are these windows and stuff, they're not making a number in any way, are they? It's not, I'm just looking for hidden numbers on this card. Or hidden squares. I don't think so.
But it is a red card, so we could combine it with something if we wanted to.
Yes. How were we extracting samples before? Well, we can take a sample of him, the fever he's got, right? I'm in charge of collecting samples.
Yeah.
Let's introduce him to the scientist.
Let's do that.
So that would be 77.
Yes. Welcome to Mental Maths with Gareth and Laura. Yes.
77.
Perfect.
Okay, that's good.
Ooh.
Discard 45. So get bye-bye with all that effort and you got.
Bye-bye. We found him now.
And 60.
Okay. Cook's blood test results. You must find the contaminating substance to complete the formula. Well,
there we go. That seems straightforward.
Done.
So is it going to create a number in some way?
Shall we look with our machine that we haven't?
Oh, mass spectrometer.
Machine. Yeah. Shall we have a look with that?
This one here.
Oh, but we can't, can we?
No, because it needs to be combined with something red. Oh, hang on. Is that a 0? Is it a 10? I think it's a red 10. So we can go take card 69.
I think we've already taken card 69.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And it looks like a bit of a reach for it to be a 10. I'm trying to work out if these hexagons look like numbered bits. What does it say? You must find the contaminating substance to complete the formula.
So maybe we need to make progress with this.
Maybe we do.
I don't really understand what we're doing there, though, either, do you? After deciphering the end of the story, we enter 3 symbols that tell us the end of the story. I think what we're trying to do is spell out a 3-word thing, which tells us the end of the story, like the story ended by the jaguar drinking water. Do we have a story yet? Should we take a hint on these notes in case?
Yeah, I think so, just in case we're missing something really
dumb.
Yeah.
Cook's notes read that he was able to open the disc after completing the Maya story. Cook translated the story's glyphs, but despite a literal translation, there's a general meaning you must perceive. Follow the logical sequence made of 3 words, i.e. 3 glyphs, to bring this story to a conclusion. Okay.
Oh dear.
What I take away from that is that we don't need anything else to solve this puzzle.
Yeah, I think not. So we're supposed to...
Right, let's just read it all as a tone poem. Huge sky black, poor eating fruit, drinking water river, jaguar walking jungle, smelling hearing voice, climbing tree river, silence, silence, silence. So there's a black sky, there's a boy eating fruit, he drinks water from the river, but the jaguar comes up on him, he smells him and hears him, and then he climbs the river, climbs a tree by the river, and then they die, presumably.
Someone dies.
Or maybe he bounces on him. Maybe boar eating jaguar, jaguar eating boar. Maybe that's what comes next.
Yeah?
Jaguar eating boar.
Should we try that? So Jaguar...
Yeah, I think let's try that.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't perhaps early enough to experiment.
We had to get pretty poetic about this, it turns out.
So number 13.
Okay. We'll just put that there so we can have a look at...
Oh, yeah, sorry. So we've moved a bunch of the infections.
There we go.
So Jaguar is this symbol here, right?
Yeah, Jaguar's here. So we've got 4...
Which is, I think, where I'm pointing. Do you agree? There.
Yeah, that looks right to me.
Jaguar eating boar. And then eating... I feel
Eating is this top one here. So I would say... just here? Is that right one?
You think this one, yeah?
I think so, yeah, that looks about right to me. And then boar is the one next to it.
Where? Which one?
Just here.
Oh,
this
right.
one. Looks like it's got a little face, and in fact it's just at the top there.
I think you meant next to it on the dial. Where am I pointing at that?
Yeah,
I am, aren't I?
That looks right to me.
Jaguar eating boar.
Wow!
Okay. You hear a few clicks coming from inside the Maya disc. Then, after a brief moment of silence. I'm just quoting the story. The middle part of the disc unclips. Take card 23. We've only got 3.5 minutes, or less than that, left.
Wow! You find mysterious white powder inside a secret compartment inside the Maya disc.
Okay.
And we have a magical machine that's blue that examines this sort of thing.
All
Should we
right.
put them together?
Yes, so we need card 82, is that right?
82. Have we got a card 82 still?
Yes.
We do. Let's have a look. What's it going to say?
Okay.
Ooh.
Spectrometry 2677, chemical composition.
Nice.
So our molecules are hydrogen, potassium, titanium and rutherfordium. And in molecule 2 we have carbon, fluorine, bromine, whatever that is, fluorovium and tennessine. It's extremely small writing.
I think we're going to just be moving in between symbols on here and that they're going to spell out
a number.
numbers.
Okay,
That's what I think.
Right,
Do you want to get your pointer?
Yeah.
So we're going from H to K.
That's down.
Yeah, then TI, then RF.
Here, so we've got this symbol.
Ooh.
That's not a number, that's a...
It's not a number. Okay. What happens if we do molecule 2? Do we get anything?
So we're going C
to F, to BR, to FL, to TS.
That is definitely
that's
a 2. Yeah.
If that's definitely a 2...
Then this must be a stylised 4.
Do you think?
No, I'm not sure at all.
I'm not sure either. H to K.
Well, let's see if we've got a card 42.
To TI.
See if we've got a card 42.
Ooh, here we go. The powder did...
That was quite a stylised 4.
Yeah, I absolutely...
This shape.
To be honest, I really didn't. I didn't believe in that.
Let's say to the discard, first
the
of all.
powder did infect Kirk. It says get rid of 10 and 82. Yeah. Goodbye. You need his blood to finalise the formula. We need his blood.
Oh, God, that was a loud noise. Maybe
wow, okay. Oh.
The countdown is finished, but time continues. You can finish the adventure. Okay, rather overly dramatic sound effect.
It was, wasn't it? So, we've got someone who's in charge of taking samples.
Cook's blood test results. You must find a contaminating substance to complete the formula. Okay, so this is this.
So we've just got to combine them in some way.
So the lines go together, I assume, right? And the only real way we can combine them is like that. Is that right? Maybe not. Or do the zeros go together?
That looks like 68 to me.
It does look like 68, doesn't it?
Have we got a 68?
Yes.
Let's have a look at that. That was tricky.
It took a long time. Just cards. 42. I'm presuming it's this. 42, 77. And where's 69? 69
there we go.
Was the safe.
That's the
wow,
safe.
It's a long time ago.
It was. Okay, the cure for the blue variant. Hooray! Inoculation can begin. So, we can do 2 things there. We can inoculate a city.
We need to scan this first. What do we scan it with?
And then we had the... We just looked on...
we type in the city we want to
scan.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. So you find a city.
So we've got our inoculation protocol.
Yeah, so let's put our blue...
Yeah, well, I presume we finished with these. Let's move those, all of those, I'm sure we finished with. I didn't mean to move the map so far. I presume we finished all of these, move them out of the way.
So I think we can inoculate Algiers because
it's in between
these 2.
Okay, so
Let's have that there.
here we go. And we go dispatcher Algiers. Confirm. And it will ask us to scan something.
It will.
And then
which
we
we've
scan
got.
this. Oh, there we go. Inoculate's lit up. Inoculate.
Why?
The cure for the blue variant inoculation can begin. Why did that not work? We haven't been told to discard our inoculation protocol. And we now have a cure for the blue one.
I feel like that should definitely be doable.
Did I not select? I have got. I'm just checking. I've selected Algiers. It says so at the top of the iPhone screen.
And it just didn't like it when you did the blue.
No, it didn't like it when I scanned the inoculation code for Algiers.
How strange.
This is definitely a blue.
Should we give it to the person who is...
Yeah, it says the cure for the blue variant.
Yeah. Who's the person who's responsible for administering? Do we have the medic? Should we give it to them?
No, the number's going to be over 100. And we can't give it to Mr. Cook because we've got discarded him. Sounds rather callous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We also have the quarantine specialists, but I mean, these are not red. They're the red cards we have, the medic.
And that's it.
And then we have the CDC, I presume, in Atlanta.
I feel like, yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I don't think we need to combine that.
I don't understand why that doesn't work like that, because that's what we...
Should we scan it again?
Should we try again?
Right, which cure do you want to inoculate? Surely this shouldn't do anything bad. Right, it's lit up. It says inoculate. Press inoculate. Huh? It failed the first time.
Wow.
It's a good thing we persisted, isn't it?
I know.
So the technology bit of it let us down in the previous game as well, when we had to take a photo 25 times before it worked.
We did, and we'd taken it, and we thought we had the best idea in the world. So a little bit of stubbornness is something that will get you...
And we lost a minute.
We did lose a minute. We'll never get it back, even though we're way past our...
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
The blue cure was inoculated.
Immune data analysis in progress.
You can continue.
Yes. What does it mean the blue cure was inoculated?
I don't know, really.
Unless it was the blue cure was inoculated immune data. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Anyway.
Where are we going to continue? Oh, something's happening.
Okay.
Oh, let's rotate that. You must contain the disease in the 6 infected cities in the same order as previously.
So the first 3 and then the second 3?
Good luck.
Well, the first 3 were Atlanta, London and Delhi.
Okay, Atlanta, London, Delhi.
And then I think we did... Then I think it was blue, yellow and red.
I think it was blue, yellow, red too.
So I think it was Khartoum. Ooh. Lima?
Lima.
We've moved our dots around, which wasn't very helpful. And then Hong Kong. We gained time, even though we previously ran out of time.
Do you reckon we can gain time back up?
That'd be nice.
Oh,
ooh.
no, it's actually counted down still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's counted up because it's gone past 0.
We gained like 5 minutes there.
We nearly went back to being not out of time, which is quite logically impressive, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so that's just... I don't think those drive the story forward. I think those just drive the game forward. I think those just give you extra time. All right, well, we seem to have been playing for over an hour so far, and a quick glance through the number of cards we've got left suggests that we've got about an hour remaining.
Something like that.
So we think that this is a good place for us to take a little break, at least in terms of the video. So we're going to split the video here, and then you can continue watching if you would like to do so. Please do in the second video.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, so we'll see you shortly, I hope. All right, take care. Bye.